Hello, and welcome to FFDW. I'm Hal Carroll.
And I'm Jim Pereira.
And we'll be bringing you this Week 10 edition of Fantasy Football Done Weekly. Let's quickly recap our stats from last week from starts and sits. Last week we had 9 hits, 6 misses, and 3 average plays. Now this is what we were looking for. There's no way we're going to get them all right. And if we did, that means we're just picking the easy ones. Sure, we can say to start Tom Brady, AP, or Reggie Wayne every week, but that's what everyone else does.
So this week's the final week of buys, and if you ask me, it's about damn time. So if you got anyone on the New York Football Giants or the Houston Texans, you may want to move them to your bench this week because they ain't going to play. So with that, on to our FFDW Tip of the Week segment.
Our tip of the week is regarding lineup decisions and lineup questions. First off, if you're going to ask for assistance with a lineup question, make sure you quickly outline your scoring system. Even with something so simple as saying standard scoring, PPR with a 100-yard bonus. This will assist your guru, whoever that may be, and greatly benefit you with a more informed answer and perhaps spark up additional factors that you may not have yet thought of. Hey, feel free to send them in to us however you would like. We just want you to get the most out of your time. You know, the time you spent agonizing over your lineup decision, watching or listening to someone's show, deciding to send them an email, and anxiously awaiting their response. You're not doing these things for your health.
Now, this information could be elementary to a lot of you savvy fantasy veterans out there, but we're assuming there's some newbies watching our show that could benefit from this information. Lavernius Coles, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. Some would say Coles is not a sleeper, and I may have to agree with you. But with his play being very, very quiet this season, and with Chris Henry out for the rest of the season, Coles is ready to heat things up. We're seeing him owned by only 45% of Sportsline leagues, so if you're looking for a possible number 3 wide receiver, this could be the man, especially in a PPR league. Coles is seeing more and more red zone targets each week, and has a score in 2 out of his last 3 games.
Wow, that's pretty good. Hey, with his games coming up against Oakland, Cleveland, and Detroit in his next 4 weeks, he may be worth a spot play for sure. We're just not too sure how he's going to do this week against Pittsburgh. Okay, start him, sit him. Here's a few less than obvious guys, or guys who are often relegated to the bench that we think are good starts this week, and a few usual starters that we think are good sits. On the year, we are 61, 41, and 16. Not too bad at all, and that's with a couple of really down weeks. So let's see what this week has in store for us.
Brett Favre hosts the Lions. Let's see. He's coming off a bye. He's thrown 16 TDs in 9 weeks and only 3 picks. Oh, and the Lions are 31st against the pass. I say start Father Time this week and enjoy the rewards.
Joe Flacco versus the Browns. He hasn't been very good over the last few weeks, but look for Flacco to shine in this primetime matchup. It's Monday night, you're playing the Browns. If you can't be a stud here, then you may never be.
Ricky Williams hosts the Bucs. Oh, Ricky, you hung us out to dry a few weeks ago, but we're giving you one more chance this week against the Bucs. Well, we're taking your bong away for the rest of the season.
But if you're ordering one, it's water pipe. Noshawn Moreno versus the Redskins. Look for Noshawn to bounce back after his worst game ever against a team that got ran all over by Turner last week. It's time to get it done, Rook.
Calvin Johnson versus the Vikings. Despite only having 2 catches last week, the Vikings are going to blow out the Lions, and that means a lot of GTP from a player formerly known as Megatron.
Braylon Edwards hosts the Jags. This is the week Edwards has to do something. If not, then the Jets passing game and Edwards are dead to me from this point forward. It's the Jags, for crying out loud. You have to do something!
They've been dead to me for a long time.
I know they have.
John Carlson versus the Cardinals. Last week, the Cardinals gave up 3 TDs to Olsen. Carlson's Hasselback's money man and is sure to pay out this week. Oh, and did I mention he's coming off a 6-catch game last week?
You didn't.
I just did.
Denver versus Washington. The foreskins suck, plain and simple. And if the Broncos can keep up with the Steelers, the Skins don't have a chance in hell. Denver's D will be all over them like flies on shit, or stink on shit for that matter.
Baltimore versus the state of the Midwest, known as the Cleveland Browns. It's the Browns, and I'm sure Ray Lewis and team are going to knock the snot out of them after what just happened in Cincy.
What just happened in Cincy?
Well, Cincy beat Baltimore.
Yeah, they're probably going to be pissed off about that.
And who else to beat up but the state of the Midwest, the Cleveland Browns?
All right, so wait. So is Ray Lewis personally going to take the Browns to the Super Bowl?
Before and after the game, I'm sure. Here are some other guys we think are good starts this week. Sidney Rice, Steve Breston, Tony Romo, Nate Burleson, and Lawrence Maroney.
Carson Palmer versus the Steelers. Palmer's only thrown 1 multiple TD game since week 4, and that was against the Bears. We don't see him doing that against the Steelers here.
Not at all. David Gerard versus the Jets. The Jets are only giving up 165 yards a game passing, and they shut down Drew Brees. Gerard is a must-sit this week.
Liddell Betts hosts the Broncos. Portis is likely out as he thinks he's Batman. And Betts will get the start, but the Broncos are 6th against the run, and Batman's sidekick, Robin, isn't going to do much.
LaDainian Tomlinson hosts the Eagles. Like a Nextel commercial, this guy is beat done. The Eagles are 2nd against the rush, so you have to have better options. If you don't, find one quickly.
Santonio Holmes hosts the Bengals. Number 1 wideouts have struggled against the Bengals this season, and it looks like Ward is the man again, and Holmes is the decoy.
Mike Sims, Dash Walker versus the Jets. If you want to roll the dice on Walker, be my guest, but the Jets are going to look to shut him down with Revis. If you have other options, look that way. If not, good luck to you.
Jason Witten hosts the Packers. Witten had his 2nd best catch total of the season, but so far, he's been a bust. With just 1 TD on the season, he could double that this week, but is it really worth the risk?
Colts host the Patriots. Brady versus Manning. This is going to be a shootout, plain and simple. I would just steer clear of this one.
Patriots versus the Colts. I like what he said. I would want to be on the offensive side of this one for sure. Anyway, here's a few other guys that we suggest sitting. Anquan Bolden, Justin Fargas, Matt Ryan, Ryan Grant, and the Eagles D.
Well, that's it for this week. We're getting closer and closer to giving away that AP jersey. All we need is 85 more subscribers, and it could be yours. So if you haven't already subscribed, hit that yellow subscribe button now. I mean, who else is giving away a pro AP jersey to their subscribers? That's right, no one. So subscribe now. Not only will you easily find our next episode, but if you're one of the first 200 subscribed by week 14, then you'll have a chance to win that awesome AP jersey that we've been talking about. It's easy. We don't get 200 subscribers by December 7th, 2009. We don't give away the jersey.
Hey, I think I'll just keep it for a Christmas present.
You already have one. I get this one.
That's right.
So please keep those comments, lineup questions, and any feedback coming. Email us at show@ffdw.net. We're also on Twitter at FFDW, so feel free to follow us, and we can keep you posted on any major happenings throughout the week. So good luck this week, and may your players stay healthy.
And your points be plentiful.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.